Accelerated Algebra 2 Stirrup here. So we're starting chapter 6, which is going into exponents. Um, so let's go ahead and get started. Let's see. So remember, when we have the same bases and we're being multiplied, that means we would add our exponents. So this would come out to a to the fifth. On this one, we'd multiply the 3 and the 4. Realize I have x to the first, add the exponents, so x to the fifth. And then this one, we have negative times negative, which is positive. C to the first, C to the fourth is C to the fifth. D to the third, D to the second is D to the fifth. Okay, when we do division, I always like to think of this as tug of war. So you have the top, you have the bottom. Tug of war, who's winning? Top's winning by how many? Top wins by 3. So it's end of the third. So typically what this is you go the top minus the bottom is what's taking place, but let's face it, it's more fun to say tug of war. All right, 10 over 2 is 5. Who wins between top and bottom? I think the top does. How many more does the top win by? 2. We can reduce the 3 over 15 to 1 over 5. Tug of war, who's winning, top or bottom? On the A's. Yeah, top wins by 2. And then we have a tie with the B's, so they just cancel each other out. I can rewrite this as a squared over 5, or you could leave it as 1a squared over 5. Doesn't really matter. Okay, so when you have something to the 0 power, it becomes 1. Now, the only one that doesn't work that way, 0 to the 0 power is not equal to 1, but any other number or letter raised to the 0 power means it would be 1. If I have a negative exponent, it wants to change locations. So right now, this would be 10 to the negative 2 on top. It's going to move down. And when it moves from top to bottom or bottom to top, the exponent changes signs. Okay, so let's a few things. That's going to give me 1. And I have c to the fifth, c to the third. Well, if I add those, that gives me c to the negative 2 times 1. C to the negative 2 times 1 is 1 over c squared. On this one, we could say go ahead and do the tug of war, but let's move this one down first. If everything moves down, you have to have a 1 in place, so that gives me 1 over d to the fifth. On this one wants to move up, this one wants to move down. So if the a to the third moves up, then I have a to the 8 is up there. If e to the second moves down, that means I have e to the third on bottom. Okay, realize this whole thing just becomes 1, so b to the third times 1 is just b to the third. 10 to the 0 is 1, so I get 1 times 18, which is just 18. All right, power of a power. So these are going to multiply. These will multiply together. So I get 5 to the negative 4 power. Then I want to adjust that to become 5 to the 1 over 5 to the fourth. And 5 to the fourth is, let's see, that's going to be 625. I just know that because I've taught too long and I've seen these patterns. So if you left it as 1 over 5 to the fourth, I'd be okay with that. This negative exponent outside means we're going to go ahead and flip the entire fraction over first, and then it becomes squared. Then I can distribute that in here and here. So I get 3 to the second over 2 to the second. 3 to the second is 9, 2 to the second is 4. And now I have a power of a power of a power. Okay, so let's combine those first. So that gives me a over 2b to the negative 6. Let's flip both fractions over because it's in parentheses to the sixth. And then this 6 distributes here. So 2 to the 6 is 2, 4, 8, 16, 34, 60. It's going to give me 64. And then I also get b to the sixth and a to the sixth. Okay, problem number 15. Let's see. Let's reduce where we can first. So 3 goes into 6 twice. 5 goes into 10 twice. 5 goes in there 3 times. So on top I'm going to get 3. On bottom I'm going to get 4. And let's take care of everything. So I have 2 A's on top, 1 on bottom. So top wins by 1. And then this one wants to move up. So that means I'll have b to the 5th up on top. Power to power outside. So this is going to give me 2 to the negative 4, x to the negative 12, y to the negative 20. Everything wants to move down, so I'm going to have 1 over 2 to the 4th, so 2, 4, 8, 16. X to the 12th is now downstairs. Y to the 20th is now downstairs as the denominator. The signs change from positive to negative. All right, write the expression for the perimeter and the area. Well, I know that the perimeter is equal to 2 length plus 2 width. So perimeter is going to be 2 times this, 2 times the 3x squared. We can simplify it. So that's going to give me perimeter is equal to 4x squared plus 6y plus 6x squared. These are like terms, so I can combine them together. So that's what the perimeter would be. Area is equal to length times width. So I'm going to get area equals 2x squared plus 3y times 3x squared. And I guess we should distribute that over the parentheses. So my area is going to be 6x to the 4th plus 9x squared y. Okay, how are these different? Well, they're not really different. It's just that this 3 will go here, here. So I'll get 2 to the 3rd, x to the 6th. 2 to the 3rd is 2, 4, 8. So I get 8x to the 6th. And this one, I'll distribute that to both of those. And so I get 2 to the 3rd on top over x to the 3rd. Again, 2 to the 3rd is 8 because 2 times 2 times 2. So what do you do with exponents when you have a power to a power? You multiply them, but I don't know why that question came in there. It seems a little late. Okay, so take a look at 6a on the homework and go for the odds. Okay? Have a great day, friends. Take care of one another. Bye-bye.